Hi there, this weekly upload is going to be dedicated to moms. I'm going to be recreating a nail trend using real flowers, and when I think of this nail design, it reminds me of Mother's Day this coming weekend. So we are going to be working with real flowers. For those of you who are looking for a unique or creative way to treat moms this Mother's Day, this is a perfect idea to give her a do-it-yourself at-home manicure using these beautiful flowers I found off of Amazon. So you're going to go ahead and need a few things to get started. Of course, as always, you're going to go ahead and paint a base coat. The base coat I'm using here is by OPI. You're also going to need some sort of sparkly polish. I'm going to be using the Kiko Milano Dream Wish Sparkle Polish. It's very subtle and it only gives a hint of sparkle to your overall nail design. It adds a little bit more dimension to the overall design. So any sparkly polish will work, and I go ahead and give it a good shake here because a lot of the sparkles like to settle towards the bottom. You're going to begin by opening up the compartments of flowers in which you're going to use. I don't use all of the flowers, but I was going with the purple, pinkish tones and whites as well. So I'm going to be completely honest with you, this nail design process was a complete trial and error, and I'm going to spare you a little bit of heartache by telling you to not use water to begin the nail design. I made that mistake, and I found that throughout the process the flower petals would wilt, and sometimes they were sticking to my fingers, so it made pinning the flowers down to my nail bed a little bit difficult. So I would stay away from the water, and you'll see later I learn from my mistake as I'm doing my left hand. I go ahead and just use a sticky base and apply the flower directly to the sticky base, not letting it dry and just sticking it right on. And it works so much better, so much easier, and I should have done it to begin with. So what I'm going ahead and doing here is applying the flowers to the nail bed, and I'm trying to pin down the petals on each side, first using the tweezers and then pinning it down with the nail polish, the glittery nail polish. You can see that I struggle a bit with it because these are actual real flowers, so they do have a stem backing, which makes them difficult to pin down. So you're going to have to play around with it a little bit and push it down and position it in the way that you'd like. So I was able to successfully complete my right thumb, but in the footage here you are going to see that I do goof up on my pointer finger and I end up ripping a flower, a pink flower that I had tried to paste onto my pointer's nail bed. I was a bit heavy-handed and ended up tearing off a bit of the petal, but in the end I didn't get hung up over it and it didn't look half as bad, so I kept it the way it was. So also for this nail design, you want to make sure you invest in a good gel setter top coat. I'm using one by Essie here and I actually really like it. It sets everything very well once you've positioned and placed the flowers how you like them. You go ahead and seal everything off with the gel setter top coat and it keeps everything smooth and nicely sealed. So as I switch over to working on my left hand, you'll see I have much more success. I've learned from the mistakes of the right hand to go ahead and apply a wet base and then the flowers just stick right on. I'm able to go through my left hand fairly quickly. Of course, my right hand, my dominant hand. So I'm able to do everything with much more precision and ease. So I do have another little goof up here where I end up ripping another piece of flower, again being heavy-handed in my placement, but I'm able to patch things up nicely by gluing on the missing petal. And that is it. This is the final product for the Real Flowers nail design. I hope you enjoyed the end product and I hope you give this a try this Mother's Day or for any other special occasions or events you have coming up. I know for many prom is right around the corner. Any birthdays you have, weddings, flowers go well for any one of those occasions. As always, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in my next one.